Welcome. My name is John Myers, technical trainer for Prestone. For the next few minutes, I'm going to discuss antifreeze coolant formulations and color. First, antifreeze and coolant is the same thing. We call it antifreeze in cold climate areas and coolant in warm climate areas. So from now on, we will just refer to it as coolant. In general, there are three coolant formulations in the market today: inorganic additive technology, hybrid organic acid technology, and organic acid technology. You can buy these formulations in multiple colors and even in the same color. Let's discuss what's in a full concentrated bottle of coolant. Ethylene glycol is a leading ingredient in coolant. Ethylene glycol is used to prevent freeze-up and boil-over. When mixed 50-50 with water, it has a freeze point of minus 34 degrees Fahrenheit and protects against boil-over up to 265 degrees. Another important function of coolant is preventing rust and corrosion in your vehicle's cooling system. To control corrosion and erosion of cooling system components, we use inhibitors. These inhibitors can be inorganic, organic, or a combination of inorganic and organic inhibitors. Finally, we have about 1 to 3.5% of water and 10 to 10,000 parts per million of antifoaming agent. When these chemicals are blended together, we have an almost clear liquid. Now, trace dye is added. This adds the color the customer requests. Color doesn't tell you the formulation of the coolant. You can have multiple formulations. They can be the same color. You need to know what formulation you are buying, not color. Let's review three different formulations. Inorganic additive technology, or IAT. This is the older technology coolant known as conventional green. The inhibitors protect up to 3 years or 45,000 miles, depending on the vehicle manufacturer's maintenance schedule. Remember, this was installed in older vehicles and is no longer used in cooling systems today for factory fill. Vehicle manufacturers haven't used conventional green coolant since the mid to late 90s, and we don't recommend conventional coolants in any vehicles produced after. The time and miles are dependent on how long the inhibitors last. In conventional green coolant, there are not enough inhibitors to protect the cooling system after the specified time or mileage. Even though the ethylene glycol and water mix can meet freeze protection when checked. Next is the hybrid organic acid technology, also known as HOT. This is a mix of inorganic and organic inhibitors. Typically, the inorganic inhibitor is silicate mixed with organic acid inhibitors. HOT typically protects up to 5 years or 100,000 miles. The color can vary depending on vehicle manufacturer. This formulation is typically used in some European and Chrysler vehicles for factory fill. Last, we have the organic acid technology, or OAT. This is the most widely used coolant formulation by vehicle manufacturers in the world today. It is used for factory fill by GM, Ford, some Chrysler, European, and Asian vehicles. The color can change per vehicle manufacturer. OAT coolants protect up to 5 years or 150,000 miles. Organic acid technology inhibitors do not drop out as fast as inorganic coolant formulations. As a result, they last longer. This is the formula we recommend to keep vehicles running worry-free, and it's a simple decision. It works in all cars. Organic acid technology is backward compatible, which means you can use it in older vehicles. When using OAT coolants, follow the vehicle's preventative maintenance schedule when replacing coolant and always do a proper flush and fill. Some Asian OAT coolants use phosphate and organic acid inhibitors. This is known as POT coolant, or phosphate organic acid technology. Preventive maintenance on cooling systems with POT is usually completed when the timing belt and water pump are replaced, which is at the 5-year, 100,000-mile period. Prestone, all makes, all models extended life coolant is a proprietary patented formulation which will protect the cooling system for up to 5 years or 150,000 miles. Prestone all makes, all models extended life coolant is dyed yellow, so when you top off the cooling system, it doesn't change the color of your existing coolant. The formulation is tested extensively by our research and development team to ensure it is compatible with any coolant formulation in all makes and models of automobiles and light-duty trucks on the road today. I want to thank you for your business and for learning about coolants.